All right, Shalom. First, I'd like to start by saying all praise to Yahweh by Shem Shai, double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. This is just a clip on what's going on with the U.S. and Iran. And also up in here, they say the Iranians said that they're going to further their nuclear program. Because at first, the U.S. and Iran was into it behind the nuclear program, and then they came to an agreement. And now they like, well, shit, we just gonna further our nuclear program. All deals, are cut off, and stuff of that nature. And as they go on, I'm just add some scriptures to it.
We begin tonight with the U.S. and Iran on the brink, and the president alerting Congress tonight the U.S. will respond with force if Iran retaliates for the drone strike that killed top Iranian commander Qasem Soleimani. The casket carrying Soleimani's remains arriving in Tehran moments ago.
I'm gonna hit that point real quick too, because Iran not gonna go to war by themselves. The Russians are gonna jump in, One, because it's prophecy, and Iran has a lot of deals and stuff, and family ties through marriages and stuff of that nature going on with the Russians. So the Russians are not just they're not just sitting by letting stuff go on. Everybody making their moves and having their councils secretly, right at this point in time. All right, this is Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 1. And the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, which is the Russians, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him. And say, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thine army, horses and horsemen. Right, so the Lord putting that communist spirit back on the Russians, and they turning back into that former USSR, man. They getting that spirit back on them, where they hated the US, man. Also what's going on behind closed doors, and a lot of this has already been established for a while. They made agreements with the former USSR members, man. So it's been a lot of stuff going on behind closed doors, and a lot of meetings and stuff that's actually forwarding the agenda, through the Spirit. This is back at verse 4. It says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. And that's talking about the Russian military. It ain't no coincidence that you're seeing in the news all these new drills and all these new missiles and armor, and the technology is being advanced and stuff like that, man. That ain't happening for nothing, man. It's happening because it's biblical prophecy. But it says, verse 5, Persia, which is Iran, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shields and helmet. Right, so, it's the scriptures, man. It's prophecy. Iran not going to fight this battle by the Iranians are not going to fight this battle by themselves, man. It says Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togomar, and Gomer was Turkey. The house of Togomar of the north quarters and all his bands, and many people with them. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself. Right, and as we can see in the news media, we watching them get prepared. And all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. Right, so this is prophecy happening right in front of our face. All praise to Yahweh Shema Shai, man, for this, man. Like the elder said, this is the year of prophecy, and this is what's going on right in everybody's face, man. Everybody preparing, a lot of stuff is being done, but this is the end result when one of the prophecies to come with what's going on with the Iranians. The Russians gonna step in and be a guard unto Iran. But Yeah,
after snaking through a sea of mourners in other parts of the country. Today, hundreds of thousands of Iranians were in the streets. In Iran's parliament, chants of death to America. Tehran vowing swift revenge on American soil and announcing they will no longer abide by the uranium enrichment limits in the 2015 nuclear deal, a move which could put Iran on course to accumulate enough fuel for an atomic bomb. And President Trump with a sharp response, tweeting a notification to Congress that the U.S. will strike back if Iran attacks any U.S. person or target, citing...
Right, so let me bring out this scripture. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 9. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate. Lay who desolate? America, man. That's why this war is being talked about being a nuclear war, man. And he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Who are sinners, man? The Israelites, because the Israelites were given 2/3 of Israel, to be correct. Israel was given the law, statutes, and commandments, man. And those that don't want to adhere to the law, statutes, and commandments, broken down the right way through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai from the elders on down, man, they're going to be destroyed, man. And the pastors and everybody that's teaching that, they're going to be destroyed right along with them, man. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the gold wedge of Ophir, right? Because as everything starts to kick off, the Lord going what do you call it? His men going to be shining, man. Going to be precious fine gold, man. And that day, all the women going to be searching for the prophets. You're going to have, all the women going to be searching for the prophets in that day, man. You're going to have a lot of people that come back too. But, it's going to be 7-1, This is Isaiah chapter 13, just to bring this in too. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes, which is the Russians, against them which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows, which is talking about their nuclear missiles, also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty, which is America, of the Chaldees, excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, them Arabs. Neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. That's talking about them Arabs, man. And their businesses that they be having over here in this place, man. Everything, this place is going to be destroyed, man. But the wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures. And owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there, right? It says, and the wild beasts of the island shall cry in their desolate houses, and the dragons in their pleasant places. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. Right, so this is what you see happening in the news media right here, man.
52 possible targets identified in Iran. The Trump administration tonight insists Americans are safer with Soleimani dead, but security remains on alert both at home and abroad. ABC senior foreign correspondent Ian Pannell leads our coverage tonight from Erbil, Iraq.
Tonight, hundreds of thousands of mourners pouring onto the streets of Iran, a massive display of defiance towards the United States for the killing of General Qasem Soleimani. And that defiance now going beyond just protest. Tonight, the Iranian government announcing they're suspending commitments to the 2015 nuclear deal, abandoning limits on enriching uranium and stockpiling nuclear fuel. Support for these hardline tactics appears strong as members of parliament chant death to America. And in the streets, as Soleimani's casket is paraded around the country for 3 days, his supporters holding portraits of him, pounding their chest in anger and grief. The leader of Iranian-backed Hezbollah saying American soldiers and officers will be going home in coffins. Soleimani's daughter making a televised plea with Hezbollah to take revenge for the blood of her father, while Secretary of State Mike Pompeo telling this week the world is now safer without Soleimani.
This was a bad guy. We took him off the playing field. And that's important because this was the fellow who was the glue, who was conducting active plotting.
American officials claiming they had intelligence he was going to carry out acts that would cost American lives.
It's impossible to overstate the significance of the attack that takes out Qasem Soleimani. This is bigger than bin Laden. It's bigger than Baghdadi.
President Trump now responding to Iran's threats of vengeance, tweeting, "Iran itself will be hit very fast and very hard. The USA wants no more threats." The president saying the US has 52 targeted Iranian sites, one for each of the 52 Americans taken hostage in 1979. Trump even threatening to hit Iranian cultural sites.
As you know, the Geneva Conventions outlaw attacks on cultural objects and places of worship. Our own DoD war manual discusses protection of cultural property. So why is the president threatening Iran with war crimes?
We'll behave inside the system. We always have and we always will.
All right, Ian Panel joins us now live from Erbil, Iraq. Ian, today the Iraqi parliament voting to expel the U.S. military from the country, and this is just more fallout from the killing of Soleimani?
Yeah, that's right, Tom. It's a non-binding vote, so American troops are unlikely to be leaving anytime soon. But it's really important as it shows the level of anger here. And tonight, another sign of that fallout. 3 rockets fired into the green zone near the U.S. Embassy. No injuries reported, but the question tonight is how far this will escalate. Tom?
Ian Panel on the ground for us there in Iraq. Ian, thank you.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.
All right, and this is I'm ended off with this. This is Revelation chapter 16, verse 16, and he gathered them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue Armageddon. Right, so this is what's coming, man. This is why that battle was over there. Going the way it's going, and the U.S. just sent 3,000 plus, I think it was 3,500 troops over there, man. So, just keep a watch for what's going on. Watch Russia, Libya, etc., man. But with that being said, all praise to Yahweh Shema Shai, that my honors to the elders and apostles that we will, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.